Okay, everyone. So thank you so much for coming. I wanted to keep this presentation a little bit brief, but also talk about why arts education is so important, not just for the performers, for the dancers, for the singers and the choreographers, but actually the people behind the scenes, moving the sets, the people that are involved with the technology, the lighting, the sounds, and why arts education in general is yes important, and we all know that, but why it's an inclusive environment that everyone can be involved with. Like I said, it's a sunny afternoon. I'm going to keep this slightly shorter than 20 minutes. But your three things that I hope that you're going to take away from this, and we're going to talk about now, is about how there are random and unplanned creative opportunities everywhere. Yep. How those short, quick things that only take 20 minutes can have an incredibly long-lasting impact and change students and chart the course of their education. I just want to talk about where you might find those opportunities and the fact that they're not just in the drama studio or in the music room, the fact that they are literally everywhere, and students need to be helped in discovering and fulfilling them. Note the typo on the screen. The fact that students need to, if they find something, whether it's an enterprising idea or whether it's a creative yodeling club, students need to be supported as much as they can in trying to develop those. And then also I just want to talk about the performing arts being more than just on stage. The fact that you're not going to, like I say, you don't have to sing and dance, that being behind stage is sometimes just as impactful. So why am I talking about this? What's important about this for me? Well, it's that it's a quick timeline. It's the fact that I've had a little bit of an interesting time. I'm only 18, but it's been quite eventful over secondary and college. Bernie, a yodeling club, that was actually a suggestion I had. I wanted to run a yodeling club, and my head of music said no. So I want to just talk through the timeline of opportunities. And what I mean by that is where these things just appear and they come from. I've put some quotes here of things that appeared in secondary school. Can you untangle these cables, the speaker cables, microphone cables? Can you help set up the speakers and the equipment that we need for sports day? We need a video recording of this open event. Would you mind helping out? When I was at secondary school, they refurbished what we called the blue chair hall. You know those wonderful machines where you just they stack up against the wall and all of a sudden they come out and you've got all these chairs. You know, we refurbished that hall and I was involved with that. And somebody said that you'd be good at helping the local Amdram group. These were small phrases that only took 3 minutes of somebody's time to tell me and was a back of the mind thought for them. But actually, by untangling those cables, all of a sudden I was interested in how microphones work. By recording something, I knew how a camera worked. I knew that what these things called SD cards are. Refitting the main hall, I was seeing spreadsheets, and all of a sudden, a PTA budget, I was seeing how that was allocated and how that worked. You know, helping the local Amdram group, by being involved with that, I was reading scripts and I was thinking, oh, well, hang on, how are they going to promote that in the local community? How are we going to get people to come in to see this production? And all of a sudden, I was realizing there's this whole industry and career out there that you just don't see necessarily, and that you don't get engaged with when you're sort of 14, 15, 16. Often those opportunities come when you're involved with societies at university. But you're making those opportunities by giving those key points, those quick questions. By involving people in that, you're giving them this opportunity that they just wouldn't have otherwise. Then we move over to college, where I went to study a BTEC in media production, where I was involved all of a sudden with proper TV studios and lighting equipment and radio studios, and it was absolutely awesome. And then there was this slightly small thing called COVID happened. I don't know if you've heard of it. Slightly annoying. But I've included it on the timeline of opportunities for a really specific and interesting reason. Because during COVID, I suddenly realized that you know, all these businesses needed help and support with their IT, their media, their web, and a company was formed, and what you can see there called Ape Technology Solutions. All of a sudden that was formed, and here we are now. where we're helping businesses with their digital needs, their media needs, and that's fantastic. But more importantly, on the media side, out of this came an association with Sky AdSmart. You know, I'm an 18-year-old running a media production agency, digital agency. We're working with this company called Sky. Again, don't know if you've heard of them, where we're pioneering their technology to do with targeting TV advertising and really hitting the right audiences, which just like you can with social media. But I've only got here, and I've got here now, because of these helping to untangle the microphone cables, because I had this small opportunity of being involved with how something works. And yeah, a couple of extra bits came in the way, and it wasn't just 3 really clear blocks. But actually, when you come back down to it, it was all to do with those small opportunities. And it was the opportunities of being engaged with, yes, it was a school hall, but being engaged in that industry and that workflow. I wanted to just play you a quick video now. I talked about the AdSmart. So that is it's a TV advertising platform. I want to premiere for you. We're going actually on the platform ourselves. So normally we would manage the campaigns, we would manage making sure the audiences are right, the websites are in line, you know, what does the video look like? But here's a premiere of what our video 30-second advert looks like going out on air next month.
You're seeing this advert because Ape Technology Solutions has harnessed AdSmart from Sky to target key business decision makers and to make sure your ad gets seen by the right people. Clever stuff. Cleverer still, with AdSmart's advanced targeting parameters, we can pinpoint the customers your business is looking for and prompt them to take action. Reach them with the right message. You'll be front of mind, ready to start reaping the rewards of your AdSmart from Sky campaign. Targeted TV advertising, brought to you by Ape Technology Solutions.
So there you go. There's an advert we've produced, a 30-second TV advert going out to every senior decision maker, company director registered in England next month for a TV commercial that we, like I say, we've managed the campaign for that, and that's going out nationwide. And we're doing that for businesses all in our local area. I'm running this business, I'm 18, and we're there because of those opportunities. And actually, the arts education accelerated my career. Being involved with the arts was a fantastic use, because I'm not good at the on-stage stuff. I can't sing, I can't dance, I can't play the recorder as much as sometimes I wish I could. And I try and convince my dad I can, and then he tells me I absolutely can't and I should shut up. But no, you know, we've got teachers didn't say no. They didn't give me detention or, you know, give me grief because I wasn't good at it. Actually, my teachers were really good at spotting the other opportunities where I could be involved. And the hands-on experience I got as a result of that, and also with work experience, shadowing other people, the BTEC I studied, the practical lessons, all of that combined with the right help and support, the right sort of sounding board, that gives you the ability to then go off and the sky really is your limit. You know, you can go and you can find a path, not just on stage singing, which yes, a lot of people want to do and they want to aspire to, but actually the other side, the production side, the management, the technology, it's all there. And you have the opportunity to be involved with these things. And it's a question of students identifying them and teachers helping to do it. So yes, the arts education accelerated my career, but very sadly, education then ultimately became a barrier to this. And this is what I now do a lot of work with, trying to make sure it doesn't happen for other people. As I said before, COVID led me to the real world with clients, with customers, with earning money, managing projects, seeing key performance indicators, measuring an impact, seeing an impact. And going back to college became a struggle because all of a sudden I wasn't in the real world. I wasn't free. I had a timetable. I had to be able to, you know, do a college assignment brief. I had to, you know, meet. Yes, you meet deadlines in the real world, but you know, there was no ability to be flexible around the fact that actually I've got a portfolio of work from the real world, from impact. You're not letting me use it. So sadly, yeah, I did walk away at Christmas because I felt that actually I was having more impact and I was enjoying myself more in the real world with clients. I learned more in a day interacting with clients than I did in the classroom. So what's important, the key takeaways, is that when a student wants to do something, teachers have got to fulfill it as much as you can, you know, whether it's a silly yodeling club to give everyone a headache, or whether it's, I've worked with my local window cleaner on a video, let me use it in an assignment. That kind of ability to break down the barrier between the lovely safe bubble, which is education, and, you know, the harsh real corporate world. We need to do more to sort of bridge the two together, I think. And it comes back to the idea that there's a role for someone in every project. It comes back to the idea that I can't draw a storyboard, but I can project manage you and my kids. You know, me and not. I can help with the, you can do the storyboard, but actually then I can make sure that the cameraman's also in the right place and that the sound engineer is there as well. You're absolutely right, Bernie. Allow students to try things and fail, because, as I say, school is a lovely bubble, and if you do something wrong, you're picked up and that success is celebrated and you learn from it. You do that in the real world. If I spotted a typo in that Sky AdSmart advert where people are spending thousands of pounds, that's a much bigger thing. And all of our students have the ability to be in that session, in that lovely environment. We've got to do everything we can to sort of to enjoy and make sure students utilize it. And actually, my message whenever I talk to young people is never say no, because it's not going to be boring. Yeah, you might not want to do that at the time, but you don't know what you're going to learn from it, and it's going to be amazing. And if you go into everything with an open mind, you're going to enjoy it far more than if you're thinking, well, no, that's not for me because I'm not an actor or a singer. Like I say, I wanted to keep it short because, you know, we've all got things to do, other speakers to go and listen to. You've got my details there. Please do come and engage with me. I love procrastinating to the extent where I actually opened PowerPoint for the first time at 4 p.m. to put this together. But, you know, please do chat, and I would love to help you and your students make sure that everything you can do is as open and possible as possible to make sure that people are being included. If anyone's got any questions or anything, I'm going to stop sharing and recording now. But otherwise, yeah, I'll see you all on the